Hello everyone. Today's video is very interesting because most of us aspire to impress the person whom we are talking to, especially when we're talking in English. I'm going to teach you some very easy idioms that you can definitely remember that will 100% impress the person whom you're talking to. So let's begin. The first is red letter day. Now, if you see in the calendar, certain days are marked in red, which are important. So, a red letter day is a very special or an important day. Like you can say, my 18th birthday was a red letter day in my life. The day I got married was a red letter day, or the day of my graduation is a red letter day. So when someone asks you talk about a memorable day in your life, you can say the day I got distinction was the red letter day of my life. So that is the most important or special day of your life is called a red letter day. Okay, let's move to the next one. The apple of one's eye. So you can say I am the apple of my mother's eye, I'm the apple of my father's eye, or my sister is the apple of my parents' eye, and I feel envious about it. So, apple of one's eye is if someone holds a special position in someone's life or someone is extremely fond of another person, then you can say the apple of one's eye. Let me tell you an interesting story of why this idiom came into being. So, the pupil of our eye, in the past, it used to be called an apple because it was shaped like an apple. Pupil is the colored portion of our eye, and blind people are without pupils. So since pupil is such an important part of the eye which gives us vision, so anything that is very dear to us is called the apple of our eye. My dog Bruno is the apple of my eye. Okay, so I hope you got an idea of when to use this one. Let's move to the next. Fish out of water. So when you feel out of place, that you don't belong there, everybody belongs, but you don't belong there, then you feel like a fish out of water. You can say that I'm not a party animal. So when all my friends party, I feel like a fish out of water. Or when everybody is talking about politics, or when everyone's talking about the share market, and since I have no idea, I feel like a fish out of water. If you're an introverted person, there is a more possibility of you to feel fish out of water in a public place. Okay, let's move to the next one. Don't cry over spilt milk. Don't cry or worry about something that you cannot change, that you cannot replace. अभी रोने से कुछ फायदा नहीं है. So imagine that in a class test, your friend did badly. So you can say, it's okay, don't cry over spilt milk. There's nothing that we can do now. Maybe in the next exam you can do better. Oh, you spent all your money on shopping and now you have no money, you're broke. So there's no point crying over spilt milk now. Try to be responsible the next time. So these are examples of where you can use don't cry over spilt milk. Next is paint the town red, means enjoy in a showy manner. Nowadays, people like to paint the town red during parties. During marriage celebrations now, people like to paint the town red. मतलब एकदम enjoy करके जब show off करते हैं. So you can say, look at them. They are painting the town red. The next one, not my cup of tea. So if something that is not up to your taste or your interest, then you can say, sorry, it is not my cup of tea. Playing tennis is not my cup of tea, or in fact, playing sports even is not my cup of tea. Or you can say, public debates are not my cup of tea. So, something that you're not really good at, you can tell, sorry, not my cup of tea. The next is making a mountain of a molehill. So the exact Hindi idiom is बात का बतंगड़ बनाना. That is एक बहुत छोटी चीज को इतना बड़ा चढ़ा के बोलना. Right? So a mole is an animal and the molehill is very small. But when you exaggerate, you say, oh, it was so huge, like a mountain. So imagine there was an accident. It was a very minor accident, but in order to get sympathy, some people they make a mountain of a molehill. So someone is exaggerating so much, then you can say that person is making a mountain of a molehill. The next is to see eye to eye. So when you see eye to eye with someone, that means you completely agree with that person. My brother and me, we usually don't see eye to eye and hence always have a fight. Or the business deal finally went through because they finally saw eye to eye. Many husband and wife, they have a fight because they don't see eye to eye with various aspects in their lives. So that is seeing eye to eye and not seeing eye to eye. The next is turn into a new leaf. So become a changed person, especially for the better. On every New Year's resolution, people want to turn into a new leaf, isn't it? Or after attending the meditation program, I turned into a new leaf. He decided to quit smoking and turn into a new leaf. So trying to be a better person or a changed person is turning into a new leaf. After counseling, the thief decided to finally turn into a new leaf. So I hope you got an idea. Let's move to the next one. Blowing one's own trumpet. That means bragging, boasting, or self praise. Many people like to blow their own trumpet. Oh, my car, I own a BMW and an Audi, and I live in a palatial building. Or, my 18th birthday party, I was gifted a BMW bike and then I was given diamonds also. That is blowing one's own trumpet. खुद की तारीफ करना. Oh, I am so beautiful. So we know people like that who blow their own trumpet. So when someone's trying to self-praise, they are blowing their own trumpet. The next is in the nick of time. In the nick of time is just at the right moment. He went and saved the baby at the nick of the time and prevented the baby from falling off the table. Or he extinguished the fire from the car at the nick of the time so that a dangerous situation could be averted. He reached the exam hall at the nick of time. Or he reached the movie theater at the nick of time. Means just at the right moment. Next is in the good books of. So if someone is well liked by someone or someone's pet or someone is favored, so you can say in the good books of. So I am in the good books of my boss, or you can say I am in the good books of my teacher, or I am in the good books of my parents. So they always trust me. All of us want to be in the good books of our teachers and our boss, isn't it? Coming to our last idiom, which is let's call it today. So I think it's a befitting idiom. So befitting means most appropriate idiom, which is the last one. Because when we want to stop doing something, especially working, you say, let's call it today. So we have studied so much today and finally you want to end it. So you'll say, let's call it today. So after studying for 3 hours, you can say, oh, let's call it today. So make sure to watch this video over and over again so that you can remember these idioms. Do like as well as share the video if you really enjoyed it. And also make sure that you use these words during conversations. All the very best and God bless.